Open marriages, open relationships. That seems to be the hot new thing everybody's doing. Everybody's having open marriages and relationships to save their whatever. But when it comes back and doesn't go the way you planned it to go, it gets kind of rocky. And what I've seen so far is like a lot of women kind of want this thing to happen. They kind of want the open marriage, kind of open relationship, and then when it goes wrong, they're the ones upset. So I'm gonna talk about two articles. It's real funny. It's I find it funny because of the headlines. Betrayed. I suggested an open marriage to my husband to spice up our sex life. He fell in love with his lover. I was heartbroken. So with this story, this woman, Samantha is her name. She said, after 9 months of marriage, I could not help feeling there was something missing from the relationship. So what was missing is you guys having an open marriage. That was missing. You know, prior to this, they were dating for like 4 years. So after 9 months of being married, you decide to have an open relationship. Okay, have the open marriage. He goes does his things, she goes does her things. But what happened was he ended up falling in love with the person he was doing his thing with. You know, I mean, they had a long distance relationship too over those 4 years. So why would you two even decide to get married? Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand that. Here's another story. Here's another headline. I asked my husband for an open marriage. Now he's being completely unreasonable. And the bottom caught up, but this person feels trapped. So she's saying she feels trapped. And she's saying, I was raised in a very religious home where sex and dating was completely taboo. I saved myself for marriage. My personal beliefs didn't align with this, but I thought I had no choice. After decades of marriage and hating sex, she hated sex with her husband. I asked my husband if I could explore sexual experiences and experiment with other people if the chance arose. So you're asking your husband for a hall pass. But is it with one person or different people? I don't know. He enthusiastically agreed because he's like, why not? Because I could do it too. He was like, fuck it. If you gonna fuck around, I'm gonna fuck around. So, he agreed, but he said he didn't want to hear details. A few months later, he said he did want to hear all the details, which was, he's stupid for that. It's like, oh, I don't want to hear about you getting boned by another dude. Now I'm saying, it's like, I want to hear how this other dude is boning you madly. And after she told him the details, he wasn't with it anymore. He was like, I can't do this because it got too real for him. You know, it's it's funny that you see people do this stuff, and it's like, a lot of guys, in this situation, they say yeah because they think, okay, I'm gonna be able to go out there and do my thing, and and she's gonna do her thing, and this is great. No one's gonna get hurt. Someone ends up getting hurt. Always, somebody's gonna get hurt. I've always had a rule saying if I'm gonna have a threesome, I'm not gonna have a threesome with someone I'm in a relationship with or married with, because if you finish with the person who is not your wife or girlfriend, you're in trouble. There was recently a story that came out on TikTok about how this couple had like a threesome and included the wife's friend, and the wife's friend got pregnant. So, like, I don't understand. If you're in a relationship after all these years and sex is like bad and you hate it, why is it that you think just sleep with somebody else is gonna spice up and rekindle the relationship with the person you hate having sex with, or spice up things in the bedroom? Why not get a toy or try some new fetishes? Well, it sounds like you just want to go out and sleep with other people. In that instance, don't be with somebody. Or, have it set from the start that I am someone who wants an open relationship all the way. Like, there's no if, ups, and ands. Like, the minute we start dating, this is an open relationship. I could do what I could do. You could do what you can do. That's it. You know, set ground rules. Maybe I don't want to hear about it. Don't bring the person home. Don't bring no freaking random kids home and say this is our stepson or some crap. Or saying, don't bring no STDs home. That's a main one that a lot of people should be looking out for too. But it's just weird that you see this a lot, with women. I see this. I've seen a lot of articles with women saying like, I want an open relationship, and my husband, either he goes against it, or he does something where I feel like I'm betrayed now. Like, what was it? Did you just want a safety net? And the women that are at fault always too, because it's the men too. Like, if your wife is telling you this, maybe the relationship isn't working, maybe the marriage isn't working, and you might need counseling, or you might just have to cut ties. Because sleeping with somebody else may not save it. Now, does it work for everybody? Yeah, there's couples that work. They have, there's thruples and this whole new thing. They have this like, you know, my wife has a girlfriend, or my husband has a girlfriend, or my wife's boyfriend, or my husband's boyfriend, or my wife and her two boyfriends. That's the whole thing. It could work for some people, but some people it may not work for. And I think, if it's at that point, you should just break it off. No, that's just me. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and they're saying, I think we should sleep with other people to spice up the relationship, I'm gonna say, no. You don't want to be in this relationship anymore, honestly, and you want to experiment and go out there and, explore and, experience life. I don't know how, having sex is experience life, because I've met people who've had sex a lot, and the last thing they tell me is like, I'm experienced life. They're like, yo, I'm just being a mega whore. I'm being a whore. Man or woman, doesn't matter. There's male whores, there's female whores. We're all whores. Some of us just get paid for it, That's a Chiolis lyric. But yeah, I I just find this funny. It's just weird that people do this thing, and then it goes south, and someone's left heartbroken, and it sucks. It really sucks. But hey, that's life, Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date. This is like a real short one. I know it's really off topic and stuff. There's a lot going on with the shooting in New York, and there's a shooting in Texas in the mall. And that's a whole other situation, But geez, if it's not working, break up. End of story.